going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Kevin Jackwitz. This is the Kaged Review, and this is a review for WWE SmackDown Live. This is for November 13th, 2018. And I'll be honest right away, this is going to be pretty rant-filled. There are a couple of things that make no sense about this show, a couple of very disappointing things, and it's going to have a rant with probably a lot of expletives. I'm not PC, I don't follow anybody's protocol for what they think is normal or decent or you know, any of that social justice bullshit that goes on when you're talking about somebody like Nia Jax, which I'm about to get into. So right away you start out the show with the announcement that because last night Nia Jax absolutely plowed Becky Lynch in the face, Becky Lynch not only had her nose and face busted up, she's got a concussion, and she's not allowed to fight at Survivor Series. Literally, the match of Survivor Series, like the main event of main events, really, the one most people I think were looking forward to the most, is now canceled because Nia Jax is a sloppy worker. And so, I'm going to do my own post on Nia Jax, not to take up too much time here. She's lazy, she's sloppy, she's reckless, and being overweight tires her out way too fast, and it makes her a danger to others. It pisses me off. I have been outspoken about wrestlers like this from the beginning, and it started with the likes of Carmella and Nikki Bella, and I've constantly brought up, I'm sorry, Brie Bella, not Nikki Bella, and I've constantly brought up Nia Jax is one of the worst offenders. And now here we are, they bring Nia Jax back into the main event picture after she's been a fucking walking billboard at awards ceremonies and things like that. This walking public service announcement. And now she's back in the ring screwing up other careers. I'm fucking sick of it. You know, I'll be honest, I don't get down on people for being fat. I don't care. If that's how you want to live your life, that's how you live your life. I'm not going to judge you for it. I'm not going to call you out for being fat. I'm not going to make fun of you. But being in the world of professional athletes and being as overweight as she is and trying to maintain, it doesn't work. She gets tired way too quickly, and the end result is always the same. She cannot control her movements. The end result is always the same. So something needs to be done about Nia Jax. There's been a lot of people saying she just needs to be fired. I don't know if she needs to be fired or not. Something needs to happen though. Like, honestly, there needs to be, in my opinion, a public, some kind of recourse. You know, I mean, you can't hurt this many people. Bayley, Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair, now Becky Lynch, Asuka, Zelina Vega. All wrestlers better than Nia Jax who have been injured, and 3 of those have been put out of action because of Nia Jax. So that's all I'm going to say about that. It's pissing me off. I'm going to do a whole post about that here in a few. So you move on. You start with AJ Styles. He comes to the ring. He's doing a promo. Gets interrupted by Paul Heyman, who starts talking about Daniel Bryan and how, unfortunately, people aren't going to get to see Brock Lesnar versus the genuine #1 guy on SmackDown, who is Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan comes to the ring. He has choice words with AJ Styles. AJ Styles says, hey, Paul Heyman's the guy who brought your name up, blah, blah, blah. Turns into a fiasco. Daniel Bryan feels disrespected by AJ Styles. The fight ensues. Cut to commercial, come backstage, you've got AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Paige, and Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon says, you know what, you guys are defending having a WWE Championship match here tonight. So at this point, after Paul Heyman's promo and what Shane McMahon just said, you could almost guarantee that Daniel Bryan is going to win the championship. I thought it was weird. You've seen in the last few weeks how he's leading towards his heel turn. So we'll get to this. Your first actual match of the night is Jeff Hardy versus Andrade Cien Almas. It was a slow-paced match considering Andrade's very good. If you watched during the commercial break where they had the split screen, it was nothing but arm bars on the mat. And I don't know if that's trying to save Jeff Hardy's body some. I mean, he's a fan favorite. He seems to still want to do this. It does look like his body's affecting him. I say that every week. So I don't know, man. Either way, Jeff Hardy winds up getting the win. He hits the Twist of Fate on Cien Almas, and then he hits the Swanton Bomb, and there you go. Jeff Hardy picks up the win. Backstage, Miz, Paige, Rey Mysterio, and Samoa Joe have a little bit. And it's one of those things where, like, Miz is talking about how he wants to get rid of Rey Mysterio because it was one of Daniel Bryan's picks, and that sets up a match for Rey Mysterio versus The Miz. If Rey Mysterio loses, he's off the team, which makes no fucking sense. No sense. Less than a week away from Survivor Series, and all these major changes to the card already. You got Becky Lynch, who is not going to be in her title picture. It looks like you're going to have Daniel Bryan being the champion, which means that main event there is going to change. And now you're just talking about changing up the teams. Like, everything right now is stupid. Becky Lynch should still be there, but WWE keeps feeding people to Nia Jax. Nia Jax keeps doing ugly, stupid shit. And to make up for what happened with now Becky Lynch, they're changing one of the other main events, and now they're just throwing this in, I guess, to make it just seem chaotic or whatever. I don't even know. I don't care. It's stupid. So then after you come back from another commercial, you got a backstage iPhone. No, I'm sorry. It was actually an interview with Shinsuke Nakamura where he's talking about Seth Rollins, and he's he's saying that Seth Rollins broke his heart because, he's not focused on Shinsuke. Whatever. It was decent for what it was. Then you get the match, Rey Mysterio versus The Miz. It was an alright match. Rey Mysterio picks up the win. So everything that went in the last backstage promo was pointless. Then you get Paige brings out all of these SmackDown women. And in order, you've got Charlotte, Lana, Carmella, Peyton Royce, and Billie Kay, Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose. Asuka, Naomi, Becky Lynch pulls up the rear, and she has kind of an impassioned promo where she's saying she's pissed off, and rightly so, getting potatoed by Nia Jax and getting put out of the main event when you're at the peak of your momentum, I think should piss her off. I think it should piss a lot of people off. And it certainly pissed me off. So there's, this point where Becky Lynch picks Charlotte Flair to face Ronda Rousey now at Survivor Series. Which has no build-up now. You've got 6 days until the pay-per-view. And it sucks. It sucks because this is all Nia Jax and her sloppy fucking wrestling, which I have been bitching about for literally months. I'm really pissed about this. I really am. It would be one thing if Nia Jax had done this one time. It was an accident. Okay, fuck it. I get it. She has literally put virtually every single person I've seen her wrestle at one point or another in harm's way. And I listed off like 6 or 7 names at the beginning here. It's just pissing me off so bad. It really is. So now you've got this big main event that has changed, and you have Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair that has had no build-up. You got 6 days to the pay-per-view, and because of that, they're actually changing other matches on the card that, again, have no build-up now. It just sucks. So you get New Day in the bar after that. Honestly, at this point, I was really so just disappointed in what's happening that I kind of tuned out, and I think that's probably unfair to the New Day in the bar because they're usually pretty good matches, to be very honest. I didn't even connect with most of this, though. I know at the end Kofi Kingston jumped off the top rope and Big Show hit him with his KO punch, and the bar got the win with the Big Show. Backstage, SmackDown Tag Team Division promo. Oh, really good promo from the Usos. They're handing out shirts to each team and they're talking about what they want to do. And they're saying how they're going to be a collective unit on Sunday. And then you come to AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. And again, I think at this point I was just so fucking disappointed in what's happening. I tuned out. I didn't care about anything. I just didn't. Daniel Bryan, I'm sure it was a great match. I really couldn't tell you. I know Daniel Bryan at the end, he hit AJ Styles with a low blow. He got the win. He's turning heel, and he's a WWE champion now. He won the WWE Championship on SmackDown with no fucking build-up. Now he's going into a match with Brock Lesnar. This is a match that people have wanted to see since like WrestleMania 30 with no build-up. It's a stupid decision trying to correct what happened with Becky Lynch. It was a stupid fucking decision. AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan alone, right there, Daniel Bryan winning the title and going heel, that would have been a pay-per-view all on its own. They had it this night on the spot with no build-up, trying to correct something else, and fucked up majorly. Now you have Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar, a match that people have wanted to see for years. No build-up. Spur of the moment after Becky Lynch. It's fucking... I hate everything that has happened in the last week and a half with WWE. Just hate it. Not dislike it, hate it. It's stupid, repugnant, disgusting, piss-poor, lazy writing. Piss-poor planning. Piss-poor performances. Especially by Nia Jax. Get the fuck rid of her already. I don't care if you have to send her back to NXT, fire her, do whatever the fuck you feel you need to do, but get her off the fucking main roster. Get her out of there. This shit is pissing me off so bad that she put Becky Lynch out, and if you saw the punch that she threw, it was a fucking haymaker. That fucking overly large, dumb fucking ox of a woman just hay-bailed the biggest star in the company and put her out of action. I fucking hate it. I can't stand it. And then, trying to make things right, WWE just makes things worse. I'm giving it a 0 out of 10, man. I just fucking hated everything about this show. I did. I fucking... Like, my opinion now is that WWE has just lost all control. Like, Vince McMahon, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, everybody there at Creative, they have collectively lost their shit. They don't know what the fuck they're doing anymore. And when an injury happens, they all freak the fuck out and they make these snap decisions that are just dumb. And now we're left with a Survivor Series that I think a lot of people don't even want to tune into now because of what happened. Like, it's not even the fact that it's the card, it's the frustration behind what's happened here. It's the frustration behind Nia Jax being a just sloppy worker. So 0 out of 10. They don't deserve it. They just don't deserve anything more. I'm sorry, dude. Like, it's been garbage. I'm not a fan at all. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's where I'm at. Let me know what you think in the comments. I know I'm being harsh, but at this point, I think it's deserved. They screwed up Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles, a main event match anywhere. They're screwing up Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar. They screwed up Becky Lynch by having her get ham-hocked by Nia Jax. And now it's a filler with Charlotte Flair. What more can you say? So, dude, I'm over it. That's where I'm at. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. If you agree with me, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackowitz. Kaged Nation out.